Hello, it's me, the local virtual baker, Saltea Kichee. Hi. Yeah, how are you guys, how are you guys doing today? Yeah, I hope you're doing well. I hope everything was grand. Yeah. How are y'all doing today? Hi, Sai. Hello. Hi. My goodness, I am so happy today. Like, today is like a great day. Today is such a great, wonderful day. Um, yeah. Absolute fantabulous day. Boy, I love everything. I love my life. Everything's great. Oh, yes. So, hey, how are y'all doing today? We're gonna be doing some food and stuff soon. It'll be quite the busy day, let me tell you. I got a lot of things in store for us to start doing. A lot of the bread prep is gonna be stuff that we're gonna do throughout this week. We're gonna be making some of the pre-ferments, like the pre-ferments for focaccia for Thursday. I might cook the potatoes for Wednesday just to make that easy for ourselves. I do want to try and make some bagels as well and try and doing some ferments for that. If you can't tell, a lot of the bread and stuff that I want to do within, not recent, but like breads I want to do, a whole lot of it is going to be more or less fermented breads. So, I'm going to be doing that. I'm also just want to make some milk bread too, just because I want to make some sandwiches sometime soon, maybe this week, I'm not sure. Is today Monday? Today's Monday, right? Yeah, today's Monday, okay. So, yeah, we're gonna be doing some small prep here and there, doing some mise en place. You got the notes out? Oh, of course I got the notes. I'm actually testing a recipe today. I'm actually gonna be testing the Neapolitan and a New York style pizza dough recipe today. I got that. I'm gonna do some other stuff and things. So yeah, we're gonna be doing a lot of stuff today. A lot of bread, a lot of talking. Yeah, we're just gonna be kind of chatting around. We're gonna be chatting, we're gonna be breading, we're gonna be cooking even, because I still need to make myself lunch. I have not eaten anything today. And I went shopping earlier today, so like I got some stuff I need to prep and cook out, so yeah. I also got a whole chicken I need to get rid of too. So there's that as well. So there's whole chickens. There's a lot of things I just gotta do for myself to cook tonight, and etc. and etc. Yeah. Yes. But let's chat a bit. As I think I mentioned like a few streams ago, I want to start trying to do like more chatting at the beginning, and I know that might be a little bit weird, but I do want to do a bit more of it. Just kind of feel a little, feel kind of bad in a way. I don't know. But yeah, how are you? How are you all doing this fine Monday morning? It's weird streaming on a Monday, let me tell you. It's really weird to stream on a Monday, just because right now my head is telling me like, oh, you should be at work right now. Why are you even here? But I don't know, it's weird to be off on Mondays or Tuesdays, or really any days of the week. I'm not sure if that's the thing for anyone, but like, no matter what, even though if I might work on Saturdays and Sundays and like have off Mondays and some Sundays and stuff like that, school has been such a huge part of my life, a part of anyone's life really, to where it's like, it's so engraved into my body of like, if I'm not doing something from 8 to whenever, not a 9 to 5 or whatever it may be, I'm not doing anything. Oh no. You're doing alright? Oh, that's grand. Did you eat anything today? Did you guys have any breakfast today? Did you have any breakfast today, Sai? I hope you have. I hope you ate something at least. Not yet. I don't usually eat breakfast. That's fair, that's fair. I myself also don't usually eat breakfast too much, but I have been trying recently just to start eating something in the morning to get the metabolism working. Doing nothing, gang. Let's slump. Yeah, exactly. It's time to rot. It's the rottening. The rottening begins. But you see, I'm still trying to be somewhat productive. Like, I'm trying to practice and experiment with recipes, testing recipes and stuff like that. Case in point, the pizza dough recipes. I'm very excited to try those out because my job, for whatever reason, I don't remember why, I don't remember what, but my job has, for some reason, given me the ability to make pizza. And one of my one of my coworkers really, it's weird how it happened. Because they decided to message me privately, and it's like, wait, why do you want me to make pizza? Because she was messaging me like, hey, you know, you're the bread guy. You're the guy that makes a lot of bread. You should make some pizza. And it's like, I mean, sure, okay, why not? I just was like, yeah, okay, I'll make pizza. And I posted the pictures on Twitter, but here, let me get some pictures of it. I'll just get this one. It's a margarita. Or I tried to make it into a margarita. I'm not Italian. I can't pronounce that correctly. But yeah, it was a nice pizza. This was made with my fresh dough. Initially, the first kind of doughs that my coworker brought to me, it was pre-made. It was made from Trader Joe's. And that was okay. It was good, but like it was very breaky. It broke very easily. It was like not gluten. It was not developed. The gluten was not really developed enough. Flavor and everything else was pretty good, but like the gluten development wasn't really there. So mine, I'm just like, I guess there's also a weird thing about me because for myself, whenever I want a pizza, I like a nice thin crust pizza. I like more Neapolitan style than a New York slice. But here, this is what I made with the not New York, but like the what is it? I made this with the Trader Joe's dough, which it does look more like pizza in some regard. Which is why I do want to experiment with my pizza recipe today, because I have actually not had much time to even have fun with this recipe. So, yeah. She's looking for free food. Don't fall for the scam. You see, that's the funny thing. That's the funny thing. You would think it's free food. But she bought the dough. She bought the ingredients. So, like, it's not a scam. It's just more of a, like, she just wants me to do it. It's like, sure. Okay, why not? Because that's usually the thing I tell my coworkers. Like, hey, I will make you anything you want. As long as you properly compensate, I will make you whatever you want. I can make you whatever bread you want. I can make you the dough. You can do whatever you want with it. I do not care. As long as you properly compensate, I can care less. So that's my thing. But yeah, she properly compensated. She got pepperoni, and like all I had to do was just stretch out the dough, put on the cheese, the sauce, the basil. So I was like, yeah, okay, no problems. By the way, that I think if you saw her Discord, that might have been me, but I can't look at it right now because we're doing stuff. So yeah, but if anything, when someone does encourage me to go make bread or this and that, I don't really see it as a scam in that regard, like what you might think. I just see it as an excuse, an opportunity, if you will, to make bread. And even if they were like, hey, can you make pizza dough and make the sauce and make the cheese and blah 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 blah, I'd just be like, heck yeah, why not? I just like to make stuff. So it's like, oh, can you make me a brioche? Like, I'll pay you if you make me a brioche and stuff like that. And it's like, yeah, sure, why not? Because in essence, when you make bread, you can easily scam people. It's really funny how it is. Like, you can easily scam people. Like, I think not that long ago when I was talking about bread and stuff, I think it was last week when we were doing sourdough. But last week when we were making sourdough, I bought an entire thing of sourdough, and honestly, I've been scammed because it was $7 of a half thing of sourdough, which the production cost of it was probably like $1. So like with that in mind, it's like, okay, so 1 divided by 7. It's actually, nah, that's kind of fine. No. I forgot what the percentage is. It's like, oh, it's 14. That's 14%. Usually it's going around 6. Okay, so that's fairly priced. But regardless of that, it's still kind of like, I don't know how the word would be. It just still doesn't really cost that much to make bread regardless. And especially, in my head, it's just like, if I can make this bread, I don't worry about it. However, if you can make a bread that's better than my bread, and it's a fair price, like $7, which was fair, then you know what? I'll buy it. I'll try it. But it was not the primo bread. It was like really, it was like, it had like a very boring sour flavor. Economical? Yeah, it's not economical for me because I can make an artisanal, really great quality sourdough by myself. So like, it doesn't make sense for me to do that. But can you make me a pretzel? You know, I have been thinking about making some pretzel, and I have actually the ability to use. I actually got pretzel salt for making pretzels. Maybe today we'll make pretzels. I'm not sure. Or maybe tomorrow, because tomorrow is... Here, let me bring the schedule up for tomorrow. Alright, so tomorrow we're making cookies, and, you know, we got other stuff to do tonight, which we may or may not do, but tomorrow is going to be cookies, and cookies are kind of a broad thing to do, and very, very, quick, easy, simple thing to do, so... But we're not going to just do normal cookies, and we're going to do your chocolate chips, yes, but, I want to do some... mandolins, maybe some ladyfingers even. I was thinking of even, what is it? The Italian cookie. Starts with a B. Biscotti. I want to try doing biscotti. So, you know, there's a whole bunch of cookies I'm going to try and look into and probably do. Blah, 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 blah. You need to hear me just yap about blah, 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 blah. But also, I just have a whole bunch of chocolate chips in my cabinet, and I just need to get rid of it. So, it's just a good opportunity, and you know, I've never actually just baked something really simple, like cookies, on stream. So it's like, might as well. So maybe we'll make some pretzels tomorrow, too. And, or actually I'm thinking about it now, because like, even though they're technically not a cookie, they're actually extremely not a cookie, but like, I kind of want to make pâte de choux. And pâte de choux you can use to make eclairs, cream puffs, and actually churros as well. So, it's an idea. Pâte de choux. Yeah, might make that. So yeah. That being said, I think I've done my talking. I've done my bit. I've done my yappage, if you will. Hold on, let me see if I can... actually, I don't really feel like getting my mic. We're gonna just use my, hold on. Well, first, let's actually get to the kitchen. Uh-oh. Okay, first let me change my microphone. There we go. Why is that not plugged in? Why is that not working? Sir, would you like to work, please? Oh, there we go. Now it works. Nice. Okay, cool. Alright. Okay, let's get to the ordeal, yes? Let's start some cooking. Okay, here we are. Okie doke. So I don't think I posted the pictures of them yet. But I actually, whilst last night was happening, I actually did manage to make 2 sourdoughs. I don't really want to talk about what happened last night. I kind of feel, how would you say, a little silly from last night, like a little embarrassed even. So hey, you remember last night? I surely don't. So don't try to remember it, okay? But what is it? I made some sourdough, and I feel like I should at least show you what I've made. They're pretty good loaves too. Look at this thing. Pretty good sourdough loaf, if I do say so myself. Artisanal quality, pretty good. So I'm very happy of how that turned. Have you guys ever heard of a panzanella salad? Because I actually might make myself like a nice panzanella. Oh, here's some bread I had last night as well. No reason. I just wanted to have bread really, really badly, you know? So I made some sourdough as well. And, where's my notes? I forgot what I was doing. Oh, yes, of course. I need to get my, what is it called? The mixer. All right. Yep. Okay. Last night was crazy. Thank you for your credit card info, by the way. Did I actually? Okay, just to glance very, very briefly over last night. I don't remember what I did. I don't remember absolutely anything, though I just remember that I was inebriated and I decided to stream, and that's it. And I kind of feel embarrassed. Cause like, I don't really remember how I am when I get inebriated and such. I just hope I didn't hurt anyone's feelings. I just hope I didn't say anything too out of pocket. Because usually when I am inebriated, the filter turns off and I say some real wacky, crazy things. So there's that I'm a little worried about. But for legal reasons, that was a joke. Okay, cool. I can get past that. Alright. I might make myself a nice panzanella salad later. And also, my goodness, I just need to, like... Jeez. I've been making so much bread, and I've kind of been getting a whole bunch of the crumbs everywhere. Alright. You're good, bro, lol. Okay, good. Oh no. You know what's kind of funny? Cause like, I'm a person that is, for lack of a better word, fairly normal. Unless I start listening to something when actually wait. Backpedal. So whilst I was inebriated, the last thing I remember before actually like going, I guess, crazy or whatnot, I don't know, to the point where I just forgot everything. What is it? I'm gonna remember it. Give me a sec. I got it. It's on the tip of my tongue. Oh yeah, I watched Shelter. You guys remember that video? Do you guys remember it's like, what, 2012? Shelter, Porter Robinson? Yeah, I don't know why. I like going back to that video every now and then. It's so good. And it sends shivers down my spine. My goodness. It's such a good song. And the MV is so like beautiful. And I don't know. I kind of relate to it in a very strange way. Where's my book? Oh, there it is. I relate to it in a very strange manner. I don't know. Maybe it's just that relationship of being an adoptee. I'm not sure. Okay, well, let's start the baking. Yes. Well, the first thing I want to make, we're gonna be very simple to make. I'm gonna make a pizza dough and a New York style pizza. Oh, jeez, I'm actually really hungry. Really hungry. I hate myself because like I want to be productive. So like, oh yes, I should make the bread first. But like, I'm incredibly hungry and like, I'm gonna suck it up. Okay. Yes, I love starving myself. That's the average day as a working cook. Yes. Alright. Boy, eat. Oh, hi, Goose. Hi, Goose. Hello. 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 Hi. Hello. Hi. 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 Hellos. Did my message not send? What message? Get yourself a snack before baking? You can't make me. You're not my dad. And even if you were my dad, I still wouldn't listen to you. Hold on, I gotta measure some stuff right now. It's time. It's time. It's time to begin. This is it. I don't remember the lyrics. Damn. But you probably know the song I was kind of referencing for a moment there. Maybe. Hopefully. It's not Imagine Dragons. It's like, is it Imagine Dragons? It's called It's Time. I don't remember who made it. I don't know. It might be Imagine Dragons, but I don't remember. Alright. I'm excited to see how this recipe turns out, though, just because it's, what is it? 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 What was I talking about? What was I talking about? Excited to see how this recipe turns out. As I've already mentioned, this is going to be a good test recipe. We're testing out some brioche, what is it? Some pizza recipes for some good pizza doughs. And also, how's the BGM? I've been trying to get away from Animal Crossing, as good that music is. Just going for some nice Pokemon music too. Can't go wrong with it. I said, Salty, how are you today? I'm doing great, Minima. How are you? My goodness. I can't remember the last time I've actually seen you in my chat. It's a pleasure to see you again, my god. No, but you called me mother. I'm taking the mother role. You can't be my mom? I already have 3. 4. Actually, I don't really know. I got more than the average Joe. What do I need? Oh, yeast. I got an avocado. Ooh, I could do I don't have. Oh, I do have. I was gonna say. Oh, you know, I could do avocado toast, and I was gonna then say, oh, I don't have avocados, but of course I have a toast. I have bread. I just showed it off. I is smart. Salty, I was here yesterday. I dragged you out of stream yesterday when you were drunk AS. Oh, really? Oh, I don't. I don't remember that, but thank you. Yeah, I don't remember any of that, so many thanks though. Oh, your redeem didn't work? Hold on. I thought I fixed this. Oh, it did work? It didn't work. Hold on. Let me fix that. Channel points. Catboy. Oh, I've never set it up. Okay, hold on. Let me just set it up real quick. Okay. I'm just gonna perpetually stare into nothingness, such as is something. Cat. The unfortunate thing of having my entire thing being nuked. a lot of my VTube assets also have been nuked as well, which is quite a shame. Alright. I gotta save this as cat. Cat. Cat ears. Cat. There we go. Let's see. Let me try and test this now. Alright, there we go. Have the cat ears now. It should work now. Should work perfectly fine. Now you have a fifth. Oh shoot, I have a fifth, Mom. Ah. Okay, here we are. Man, I wish I could actually see those Discord messages, because I know there's a lot of Discord messages popping up right now. But I just can't see them right now. What the dog doing? Is that one working? Okay, good, it is working. Good, good, good. And if that one didn't work, I think there would just be an actual tragedy to go on. But damn, I have a fifth mom now. It's already hard with 3. You know, out of curiosity, just because, I don't know, I do find it a very fun thing to talk about, honestly. How often, how comfortable is it to hear about adopted people and such, you know? I know, like, there are some people that think that's a little too personal to talk about. But, like, saying that I'm adopted is like saying that, hey, I'm Asian. Or, like, hey, I'm orange. Or, like, I'm Californian or something like that, you know? I don't see it as being that personal, in my opinion. I don't know, is that really something that's like, oh my god, gotta keep that a secret, ooh. I don't know. I never really understood what it meant to be adopted, to be honest. But I know I was just told, like, as a kid, and even now, since I'm also a lot more older about it, a bit more, I don't know, what's the word? Proud of it? To just be, well, proud of it. I think it's really smooth. I think it's cool too, because at the very least, I can always think and say that, hey, no matter what I say, no matter what I think, my parents wanted me. They paid for me. A premium at that. My god, they spent so much money on me. Probably. Maybe. Definitely. I don't know, I think adoption's a little bit better in my biased opinion, because if you adopt a kid, you want a kid, because you're buying the kid. So you want to make a kid happy. Unless you're, like, a horrible human being, and, like, I've seen stories, heard stories to where, like, a kid gets, like, killed or whatnot because the parents wanted to torture them and whatnot, which is horrible to see. And just makes you lose a little bit more faith in humanity, no? Anyways, enough talking about that. I got unnecessarily dark. My bad. I will put you in the microwave. How about I throw you into the microwave and see what happens? Will you blow up and expand like a marshmallow? I know your lads are called mallows, so, you know, what if I just decided to throw you in there, huh? Would you blow up like a mallow? Man, the nice thing about having a mixer, I don't have to really worry too much about cleaning. Well, not cleaning. I don't have to worry too much about production speed. I should ask the same thing, because you're also a mallow. Um, I don't know. Here, want me to throw myself in a microwave? Because I will, don't think I won't. Okay, so, this is definitely a weird thing to talk about, but have you ever tried to actually put yourself in a microwave? I remember when I was like, what is it? When I was, I don't know, 12 years old or like 8 or something, I wanted to try and fit into a microwave. I wanted to see what would happen if I microwaved my hand or something. So like, no matter how much I tried, with my very, very smart brain, I was trying to microwave my hand, because I just wanted to see what would happen. I was probably like 8, not 12, but you get the idea, yeah? Yeah, it's gonna take a hot minute. I'm gonna walk over here so the mixer isn't picked up as much. Yeah, it's the one thing about, I guess, doing these streams that I feel kind of bad about using a mixer for. Because, yeah, using a mixer is very convenient and it helps me make a lot more bread than I would normally do if I just did it all by hand. And yeah, I could be making more bread right now by hand, but the speed and efficiency of using a proper mixer, is undefeatable. You can't fight that. The speed is so good. It's gonna be kind of interesting because also I'm making enough dough to where they will fit in these small little containers. And honestly, the thing is, I gotta eat a lot of food because I have a lot of food that I have not cooked yet, and that's just because I've been sick and out and all this and that. So, yeah, I gotta make sure I eat a lot of food today. I also realized I got myself a lot more mushrooms than I initially thought I did. So I'm definitely gonna have to make chicken marsala today, or like something like that. I don't know. I could make chicken cacciatore actually, but I don't really. Do I have any pasta? Oh, I do. Chicken cacciatore doesn't sound like a bad idea. Though. I even have some peppers and stuff. Oh yeah, I'm also gonna be cooking some other things. Like I'm gonna be breaking down a chicken and also be making some fresh tomato sauce because my parents have a lot of tomato sauce that they have. So I'm gonna use it to make tomato sauce because I don't know, I don't really have too much of a use for all these tomatoes. Not all these fresh ones at least. Like I like fresh tomato in a sandwich and that such, but like these tomatoes are almost like at the end of their life, I think. Like they're almost done. Uh, yeah. Uh-oh. 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 Why are you making that noise? Mixer. Sounds like it's slowing down. Oh, geez. Don't you slow down now. Oh, there we go. Alright, come them together. Okay, there we go. It's actually a bit wet. Maybe I should add a bit of flour. It actually does. This feels more like a ciabatta than what I want for a pizza dough. Hydration for this bread is at like 80% too, so maybe it's a tad too wet. Yeah. Maybe I should add a touch more flour. Hold on, I gotta do some quick maths. Actually, you know what? Hey, can you guys do some quick math for me real quick? What can you guys look up what is 350 divided by 260? Can you really quickly do that for me? I very much appreciate that. Give me, and I know if it's it should be a decimal, so I need that, please. I think it's a decimal. Where Bush? I don't know. Possibly he's asleep. I'm not very sure where he could be. But I definitely do realize I need to get myself a calculator. It makes it a lot more convenient than just going on my phone constantly trying to figure it out. Okay, let's see. I got my Apple Watch, so I'm gonna use a calculator on this. 350 divided by 260. I did it backwards. 260 divided by 350. 74. Okay, I'll just add 25 more grams of flour then. Alright. Oh, thank you, BSA. Thank you for acknowledging my error. I'll just be adding 25 or so more grams into the bread, and it'll be a little bit more dry. 23, 24, 25. Perfect. Alright. Adding that in. Whoa! Ugh. Flour just got everywhere. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. I got flour in my lungs now. Ugh. There we go. Okay. It's definitely looking and feeling a lot better at 74, so I've got to make sure I make a change in the recipe. Okay. Hey, can someone also do some more math for me real quick? Can someone do 240 divided by 350? That would be very appreciated if you could. Okay. Okay, cool. So, 6.9. Alright, sweet. And initially, yeah, it was 80. Okay, good. Alright, well, here's the first part. This is the Neapolitan style dough, or at least an attempt at it, because it's not true Neapolitan. Usually true Neapolitan is going to use like double O flour, and although I have double O flour, I don't want to use it because using double O flour versus using any other flour, double O flour is very, very light. It's very, very, I don't know. It cooks very, very quickly at high temperatures. But when I do make this pizza, I'm not going to cook it at an extremely high temperature, so it's kind of redundant for me to do that. Alright, so here's the New York style, the one pizza that all Americans should be very used to. 6.69, that's a good one, that's a good temperature, that's a good percentage to go for, so, okay. I need 5 grams of yeast, so not too far from the previous one. Alright, 5 grams of yeast. Gonna mix this up then. And we're gonna throw that right into my mixer here. The nice thing about just making 2 doughs like this back to back, since they're both basically the same recipe, don't have to clean out the bowl at all. So it's nice. Alright. Hey, remember this for me? This is the New York style. This one I'm making is this is the Neapolitan. One I'm making right now is going to be the New York, and that's going to be into that container. Please remember for me. I'm stupid. I got brain damage. Alright, anyways. I need, 350. There we go. Might have to go get my bag of flour soon. I'm running low. 12 grams of salt. So the recipe is fairly simple still. 12 grams. It's weird how to make pizza recipes though, because if you want to make a good pizza recipe, you really want to start bulking in on salt. When you bulk in on salt, you actually do commit more flavor, though it does slow down the development of yeast the growth of yeast. But for some things, that's a good thing, especially when you go for a much slower development of, the slower development on yeast. It helps develops more flavor. So, hey, push or pull. Now I'm just gonna add 32 grams of sugar. If you want to be a little bit healthier, you could 100% use honey, but I don't feel like using honey. Okay. Oh, of course. And I'm just gonna add it now. I don't care. 6 grams of extra virgin olive oil. It's funny how what a little thing can do. Good choice. You know, I can't help but think I should have actually used honey. Alright. I gotta start labeling this stuff. It's always good etiquette to start to labeling. Anyways. I don't know who hit me there. Anyways, it's good etiquette to always label your stuff. So, I'm going to label this, Neo, or Neapolitan. And then, I'm gonna label this one, what's an extremely, like, New York Italian name? Okay, well, hold on. There we go. Easy. That's an easy choice. Mario, of course. The most easy, like, American Italian name. New Dork. That's probably a better one. That probably would have been a funnier name to go for. These are gonna be some good pizzas though. Since I'm gonna be letting these ferment for pretty much 3 days, the dough is gonna be light. It's gonna be nice and airy when we actually make the pizza. I think I have tomato sauce, so I'm gonna make sure I pull that out or get that. Oh wait, yeah. I'm probably gonna make the tomato sauce today and use some of that for making the thing today. So yeah. Fresh tomato sauce, which probably won't be the best thing because it's not gonna be as strong a condensed flavor as tomato. I might just have to cook it long, you know? That's it. Okay, gotta scrape it. Huh. Okay. Yeah, this picture's doing work right now, my god. It's kind of a nice thing that you guys can't hear it when it's when I don't talk. Because yeah, it's loud. Very annoying. Yeah, I can't really talk right now. I would love to start talking a bit more, but that's the unfortunate thing about a mixer. Loud. And you probably can't even hear me, so... Actually, you know what? Can you even hear me? Because I can barely hear myself when I have this mixer on. What says you? What says you, chat? Can you hear me at all? Just barely. That sounds about right. Okay. Yes, though it sounds like your vocal cords are more than grinding rocks. Yeah, that's about right. Don't worry, it's a part of the process. It's almost done, though. Alright, getting there. Almost done. Okay. There we go. Mario is done. Alright. And here is our New York style, or like, I guess our traditional pizza dough. Our quote-unquote normal pizza dough we have. Alright, and we're just gonna let Mario rest in here. There you go. I hear you okay. The sounds... just sounds like a whistle in the background. Yeah, that sounds about right. It definitely does sound like a whistle when it's at high speed like this. The nice thing about when we do cookies, I'm gonna mostly be doing them by hand, just because it's such a simplistic thing to do. There's no need for me to like go use a mixer for a lot of it. If anything, I'm gonna probably be using a hand blender, if anything, just because of maybe whipping egg whites, but I use my hands for that. And not many normal sane people will actually want to do that. not many normal people are gonna want to beat egg whites by hand. But I'm not normal. In fact, I'm crazy. So, actually, it's kind of funny. It's kind of funny when I do say I'm crazy because I genuinely think I'm a little insane. Just because, like, for one thing, I don't like people. Yet I've decided to I've decided to commit my life to food service and hospitality, which is very, very correlated with people. You can't run away from them. So, and I have to make them happy. And the thing that makes it funny is that I hate people. But hey, the dynamic part makes it fun, I guess, right? Masochism, macasocialism, I'm not gonna read that. I'm too lazy. All right. So, anyways, I can now do one more thing. This one's easy because I'm gonna be making this tomorrow, but it's going to be it's gonna be a pre-ferment. If you remember what it's called a biga fermentee, and I'm gonna be doing that for the focaccia we're gonna make. Because when we make pizza, we're also making focaccia because I want to. I want focaccia, so I'm making focaccia. I don't need to justify myself for that. I just want to make it. Bite me. I'm stupid. Oh my god, I can't read. I can't read my own instructions. And my handwriting isn't bad. It's just that I just don't decide to read my instructions. Thing is that it was supposed to be at 150 grams. I did 125, and like, look at my handwriting. My handwriting isn't. Hold on. My handwriting isn't horrible. Like, I can read this. It's not horrible. Could you read this? I hope you can. But my handwriting isn't that bad. Or at least I don't want to think it's that bad. Five, 6, 7 grams of yeast. I hear. Okay, so, sorry. Sorry? Why am I saying sorry? You know, it's kind of funny, but recently I've been noticed. Oh. Okay. Well, that's interesting. Well, okay. Anyways, as I was saying, I've been noticing recently I've been saying sorry a little bit too much. And I don't know why I've been saying sorry so much. But like, I've been saying it at work, I've been saying it to people, like, there's like saying, why are you saying sorry? And I just instinctively just say, oh, sorry. And it's like, ah, shoot, wait, you told me to not say sorry. And it's like, oh, I'm saying sorry again. And it's a kind of like a weird, unending cycle. You want to say you're sorry, because that's just instinctively what I say. But like, they're saying, stop saying sorry. It's like, oh, sorry. It's like, ah, shoot, my bad. Sorry. And yeah. It just ends up with me just either shutting up and walking away. Time to back for every sorry. Hey, why? That's not nice. I don't need you to smack me to say sorry. Jeez. Evil. What? Okay. The good thing about making a biga, don't ever really have to worry about like mixing it too much. Just mixing it till that it's together, and there we go. We got a nice biga. This is gonna be used to add some flavor to our bread in the future, our focaccia. Because essentially, when you make a biga, you're essentially making a starter, a sour starter. But it's not gonna be sour. It's gonna just be, well, a starter really. There's nothing flashy to it. It's just gonna be a starter. Okay, let's see here. The Neapolitan is done, New York is done, focaccia is done. Bagels and milk bread are my last two breads I want to
the last two ones I want to make. Bagels should be simple enough. It's pretty much the same. I'm not gonna really need to clean out the mixer yet. Not yet, because the only time I am gonna actually clean it is when I do the what is it? Hold on, it's gonna come to me. It's coming to me. When I do the milk bread, because the milk bread actually has dairy and other sort of stuff in it too. Well, everything so far just had oil, which is not really too worrisome in my head. Alright. I actually think I gotta go grab my 50-pound bag, though, fairly soon. So, I'll hold on the inevitable. I can do that. I like holding off the inevitable. I think a lot of people like holding off the inevitable. Don't you think? I think that's what most people would call procrastination. No? Alright, 265. I need some bagels. I want some bagels for my mornings. Alright. I'm gonna do a lot of cooking too. I don't think I've mentioned that enough either, but I will do some cooking today. It's just that it's important to get the bread stuff out of the way first, just due to how long it takes. Hi, Mahler. Hello, hello. Alright. Because you say sorry every time you don't have to, therefore negative reinforcement psychology? What is this? Is this the... What is it? Is this the prison... The high school prison experiment? Alright. I'm gonna show off how strong I am in just a moment here. And I actually want to flex because I'm very proud of myself. My little weak body is able to do such a horrendous, strenuous feat. Oh, hey, look! It's Leet. 1337. Wow, so Leet. Alright. Hold on. I gotta make space for this magnitude of a task I gotta do. Because, as you can see here, it's almost empty. I don't have much left in here. Actually, you know what? Let's see if I can actually have enough for the bagels. Alright. Let's clean it dry. Let's get it done. So, I need 488 grams. Alright. Alright, Bucket. I hope you have enough in here. Hope. 488. Uh-huh. Okay. Oh, we're close. Oh, 86. 2 more grams. 1 more gram. Yeah, 488. And there is no more flour. Okay. Wow, Leet. Hi, Pepper. Hi, Pepper. Oh my god, I can't believe it. Is that the Pepper in my Twitch chat right now? That's crazy. Alright, I need 28 grams. I should have used honey, but I decided to use sugar because I can. Alright, 7 grams of salt. There we go. 7 grams of salt in. Alright. I'm gonna now put this on the mixer, but I'm gonna be productive here. As this is mixing, I'm gonna go grab my 50-pound bag. I'm gonna show you guys how strong I am, because I'm a very strong lad. Stronger than you think. Alright. I'm still gonna be here, because my microphone is attached to my body, so you're gonna hear me struggle. Well, not struggle, but you're gonna hear me, like, grab my stuff. Okay, oh, there's my Nerf gun and scarves. Oh, there it is. Alright, sweet. Whew. Just grabbed my 50-pound bag. Uh-oh. Wires. Wires. Ah, shoot. Okay, hold on. There we are. Hey! Yo! Yeah! Okay. Whew. Just casually carrying around 50-pound bags of flour. Alright. Here! Okay, don't want to show that. Yeah! Huh. Yeah, I just casually have these in my apartment. Just casually have, like, 50-pound bags of flour. And I can just kind of carry it, no problem. Wow, aren't I so strong? Oh, yeah. Okay, where's the top? This is the top. Okay, cool. Okay. Always the fun part, just trying to fill it in though, because I just don't want to make a mess of it. And I need scissors. There we go. Weird flex. I mean, okay, it might be a weird flex to you, but for me it's an accomplishment. I don't work out very often, and if I do work out, I more or less work on, like, squats and stuff, like my core. So, like, me to actually have some upper arm strength that can withstand at least 100 or so pounds is fascinating for me. This is not 100, but I can definitely carry 2 of these if I need be. And also just saying that I have the strength and stamina to carry 50 pounds down a mile walk with no resting, and also still being at my stature, I still think that's also very admirable about myself. Maybe shows my dedication of my bread, of how much I like bread too, maybe? Because when I do buy these bags of flour, I buy them from my job. My job is very, very nice, and they let me buy stuff like this from them. You know, I pay the full price and whatnot, but then I have to try and carry it back home, and carrying about, you know, carrying this much flour back home on foot, definitely no easy task. But I do it probably like monthly, bi-monthly at most, so get in there. Had to put my flour back in its secret compartment. No one must know where it is. Okay. Now, with all that, the bagel dough is almost done. Almost. Yeah, core. Not very good at working at the core, but I try. Yeah. I try and do like the air kicks and stuff. That's what I mostly use my regimen for. Squats and all that stuff. Sit-ups and such. That's what I try and do, so. I thought you were working out now. Yeah, I work out. I still work out. It's just that I work out, I don't know, very, very shortly. I do my reps and stuff really quickly. I try to do it as quickly as possible. So, I don't know. I do, but I'm really quick about them too. So, yeah. But I still need to work on my core. And you wanna know what's kind of the crazy and wild thing here? I'm like, so, look at my arm. Yeah? Kind of like a normal average arm, little stick arm, blah, got no muscle, like nothing. But, you know what's the wild thing? Is that I'm technically overweight. Yes, my stick arms, my arms and sticks right here, technically, with BMI, I'm overweight, so I'm trying to lose weight or gain muscle mass. I'm trying to burn fat. Actually, wait, that's kind. Wait, look at my arm. I'm realizing my arm right now. Looking at this, it's red. I'm not sure if my camera is picking it up. My arms and hands are actually red still. Red from the other night. Oh boy. I'm gonna be honest. As a healthcare worker, the BMI system is BS. Yeah, it does seem like BS at times. You know, being 5'3", I have to be very careful about my weight in comparison to most others, since, you know, oh yeah, my BMI is like 25, and that's overweight, technically, so yeah, I'm technically overweight in some regard, but, Grr, I hate the BMI. The BMI, I hate it so much. Alright. Mixer, you have worked plenty enough today. Thank you for your service. There we go. Bagels are done, and now they're gonna ferment for some time. Well, not ferment, but I'm gonna let them rest and then work with them again to help knead them a bit better. Alright. One more bread, and then I can actually start talking as I'm doing stuff. It's a fascinating turn of events, let me tell you. We'll actually be doing stuff. Well, actually, you'll be actually hearing me say stuff, more or less. It only counts for mass and not really what kind of mass it is. I don't know. Yeah, I know that BMI doesn't really take an account of like muscle or like body fat, but it's like, if anything, BMI, I believe it's more or less used for just a general estimation of sorts. So, I kind of do take it with a grain of salt, if anything. But it's like, yeah, technically, I guess I'm overweight. But at the same time, it's like, I'm probably, you know, a good majority of it is probably muscle. Or at least I hope it is. So, where did I put my book? Where did I put my book? Where did I put my sketch? Where did I put my recipe? Oh, there it is. Okay. Bagels are now done. And let's start making some milk bread, because I want some sandwich bread. And I also want some, what is it? I also want some hot dog buns, because I bought some hot dogs recently, so yeah, I want some hot dogs. You alright, bro? Looks like you have a bruise on it too. Oh no, that's a scar. If you see this thing right here, like this area right here, that's a scar. It was actually a blister that was literally this big, and it was like really, really disgusting, and also really painful. Like shit, gives me shivers. But like, it was very painful. It was very, very excruciating, and the best part is that I had to stay there the entire day still. So imagine going to work, you burn yourself in the midst of the service, and it's like, oh, well, I'm stuck here still, so I can't do anything about it. So wrap it up, wrap it in a towel, don't go to the ER, because I don't have money for the ER. Just sit around and deal with it. I hate this industry sometimes. Alright. I've now decided I gotta double this recipe just because of, I'm kind of realizing that I need to, if I want to make a Pullman loaf and, if I want to make a Pullman loaf and make, hot dog rolls, I actually gotta make double. So I need 85, that's 6, that's 70, that's 170 grams, right? Right? That's 170 grams, right? Yeah, it's 170. Sorry, I don't know why I was gaslighting myself there. I'm Asian, I should do this, I should be able to do this math like the back of my hand, Alright. But yeah, you're a health. Wait, Pepper, I just kind of realized that you're a healthcare worker. Oh my God, you're an actual contributing member of society. That's actually That's actually kind of smart. Whoa. Ah, jeez. If only I was as well. I'm just a silly little cook at this silly little place doing my silly little things. Not to say I don't like it, but in the grand scheme of it, if you think of like, oh, who's saving lives? I'm not. But at the same time, I don't really want to. If I actually had to depend on saving someone's life, oh geez. I kill people. Not on purpose, but I just wouldn't be good enough for that. Ugh. Alright, so I need 17. 17 times 2, 14, well, 24. No, it's 34. Go. I'm good at math when I want to be. It's just that ever so happens that I never want to be good at math. Gaslight, gatekeep, girl boss. Yeah, what is it? I've been trying to learn from Q. She's good at that. She's good at that girl boss, gaslight, gatekeep. So, out of curiosity, I didn't see last night's stream and I was too scared to look at the VOD just because I really don't want to know what I said. There's two different entities. There's me, there's a sober me, as we all know. There's the drunk me, and then there's that third one that no one talks about, but... Well, no one talks about because you don't know that one. No one knows that one. I don't even know that one, but he comes out of the cave sometimes. Kind of scary. But, was I going with this? Oh yeah, I'm kind of interested to know what drunk Salty was talking about, what he was saying. Probably saying some out-of-pocket stuff. Probably calling, like, Gooby smelly or something, I don't know. Who knows? I don't. Probably saying, like, Gooby smells, Sonic sucks, I got no punchlines here. That's it. That's all my jokes are. You know, I gotta actually look into how to make, like, actual milk bread. I'm saying actual milk bread in the relative sense of when you actually see milk bread online, it's like it tears at like a very specific way, and it's very beautiful in my head. So I wonder how it's done. I hope my audio didn't mess up there too. There we go. Okay, so now let's mix the rest of the stuff. Milk. I need 100. I need 280 grams of milk. Alright, good. Still good. 280. No, actually I need 240. Good thing I checked last second there. Then I need 4 grams of yeast. Actually, you know, yeah, I'm gonna add it now. 4 grams of yeast. Then I need 460 grams of bread flour. Just doing kind of a straight dough mixing here. 460, 4646. There we go. 36, so that is 72 grams of sugar. Okay. I need 10 grams of salt. 10, 10, 10. There we go. 10 grams of salt. And then I'll add the tangzong as it's mixing. I want to add it as it's mixing because since it's still hot, it might actually kill the yeast. So if I get it started mixing first and then add the hot stuff, it will actually cool down the dough. But also, it'll actually cool down in the dough. But also, the milk is cold, so it'll actually heat up the dough a bit too. It works out in the end in that regard. Someday I should probably get like another camera, a mixer cam. Actually, you know what? I could make a mixer cam. I just don't have a way to actually set up said camera, fortunately. Okay. No mixer cam needed. We trust you are mixing the dough. I mean, I would hope so. I bet you could probably hear it. Maybe not see it, but I bet you could definitely see it, hear it. There is one more thing I have to measure out, but it should be fairly simple. I gotta measure out butter, and I think I only need, oh, okay, I only need 60 grams of butter. Perfect. Kind of. It's 50, but I can get 10 really quickly. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, I gotta sneeze. I gotta sneeze and I don't know how to mute my mic. I think I'll be fine. I think I can just hold it in until I, like, do something else. Run away. No, I can hold it. I can hold it. It's fine. Sorry. I'm overreacting. Looks like a YouTuber thing to do anyways, right? So it's all just part of the scheme plan, part of the character. It's part of being a content creator. Yeah. Oh no. All right. Got my butter here. That milk bread is pretty much good as done. script site. Alright, now I gotta start adding in the butter. Very slowly. One little globule at a time. Okay, I need a bowl. I hope that mixer doesn't fall off my countertop or anything. That would be kind of bad. Nope, still there. Good. Ah, it's almost there. Alright, so the pizza doughs are done, focaccia's done, milk bread's being made, bagels are done. Okay, how long did that take? What time is it? How long have we been live for? So it took me, yeah, actually, how long have we been live? I actually don't remember. Ooh. In the business, we call this foreshadowing. Foreshadowing for what, though? Ooh, my mixer's been hot now. Huh. Yeah, this mixer is getting real warm. I gotta stop using it for the day. Good thing I got all the big stuff out of the way first. Here, I'm gonna actually move the, thing. Oy. Almost there. Okay. Why is Lavender Town playing? This isn't really that cozy. Hold on. There we go, that's better. We're back in Sinnoh. Alright. Let's see here. It feels good. Not really tearing at the seams here. Alright, cool. It's good. Alright. No more mixer. We're done. We're done with the mixer now. Yay! Okay. There we go. Into the bowl you go, and we're gonna let you rest. Alright. Okay, I can finally get rid of the mixer now, too. I love this thing. I love it really off-stream, too. But on-stream, I kind of feel like it is a bit of a nuisance, no? Ooh, ow. Oh, it's kind of warm. Oh. Okay. Okay. This is just a little reminder because I think chat, my OBS kind of glitched out for a moment. So there might be a chance that you might have to go back to live. We might be a little bit behind on stream. Just a little heads up for everyone. On YouTube side, at least. YouTube side, you might be a bit behind. Make sure you check. Twitch side, you're fine. You're fine. Okay, we're halfway through stream at least now. Can you believe it? Halfway through stream. We've pretty much done a lot of the big stuff. Now we get to do the small, simple things too. Well, not simple, but easier in my head, just because it requires a lot less brain activity. It's a lot more straightforward, very easy in my head. I am gonna just take this time. I am actually just trying to clean out my stuff, though. I know not a lot of people like doing dishes, but I think it's kind of a nice, relaxing thing to do. Especially if you spend an entire day cooking like this. It's like a little break. It's like almost in my head to do like a cleaning like this. It's like a halfway point in my head. It's like, you're almost there. We're almost done with all the baking and such. We're halfway there. But yeah, now I get to actually make myself food. So that's the thing I'm really excited about. I get to actually eat some food. Oh my god. I get to make myself something to eat. Yeah, when was the last time I was talking about eating food? It was like, it was probably an hour ago, no? I don't know, when was the last time Goosey slapped me? That's usually my gauge. When was the last time she slapped me? Okay. There we go. Let's see. Let me just also just be... I don't know, I want to see my progress. So let's see, I did have bagels, we have milk bread, we have 2 kinds of pizza doughs. Our Biga fermentee for our starter, for our focaccia. So yeah, we got quite a bit of things here. Nice. Okay, well, time to make some food now. I would think. I think that's fair. Avocado on toast sounds good. Actually, I do have some good dressing too. So avocado toast, green dressing. Let's see. Oh yeah, I'm gonna make bolognese probably today. Gotta get that out then. Some meat. Let's see, what else do I got down here? Oh, I got a bok choy I can cook. Oh, I got more mozzarella. Oh, I got a lot of cheese. Zucchini. Got plenty of things to cook. Okay. Ooh, that goes down there. So do you. Actually, I'll probably cut this up. Preparing mise en place. Alright. Got myself some sauce snoggers. Snogsniz. Oh, I gotta fill this water. Alright. Gotta start moving all this stuff. Gotta make room down here. Pizza I could eat later. Oh, mushrooms. Do I have that onion still? Should, probably. No? Oh, there it is. Got the onion I'll use. But then... Yolks. Alright. Time to make food. So, alright. This is gonna be the fun stuff to watch, I guess. I don't know, do you like would you rather watch someone make bread like this or cook food? Kinda really is up in the air, no? I don't know, I personally kind of like more or less watching people cook. That's my kind of cup of tea when it comes to it all. That being said, I got a whole bunch of veggies here that I need to get rid of. So, the best way to make something is to make it into sauce and then freeze it. It's usually the best thing, and then like, oh my god, not my god, but like, sorry, there's a fly. What is it? The best way to do that is to make it into a sauce and then freeze it, and then you have really easy dinner like that. So, alright. First things first, I have a whole lot of tomatoes. Like a lot of tomatoes, like a lot of tomatoes. I got a lot of tomatoes, like a whole bunch of tomatoes. And as you can see, some of them aren't really that pretty, especially this one. But it's still they're all still edible. They're still usable. And I'm not one to waste. So, I'm gonna take some of the pretty ones and make something else with it. While the ones that look so great, I'm actually gonna make it into a nice sauce, in which I will then turn it into a bolognese. So, we're gonna make ourselves a nice tomato sauce here. This one's probably the nicest one, so I'll have that to the side. But I'm gonna get a bowl real quick. And I'll just fill it with some... I'll just do some simple cuts. Nothing crazy. Yeah, these are some nice tomatoes though. They're like nice and red all the way through. There's no pale spots in between. It's like all completely red. And I bet they're like nice and sweet. I got this from my parents when my mother kidnapped me the other day to go to the fair. And apparently what I've been told is that these were fresh grown from like someone at my dad's work. So my mother really likes tomatoes. So they're like, yeah, let's take some. But yeah. They kind of bit off a bit more than they could chew. They got a lot of tomatoes here. Like, I can barely eat this much tomato. And I don't even really like tomato, to be honest with you. But my parents were saying, like, hey, we are gonna, if we don't use it, it's gonna get tossed. So I was like, yeah, I'll take it. Nothing wrong with making a fresh tomato sauce. I was trying to tell them, like, hey, you guys should make a tomato sauce. And like, oh, we don't know how to. And I kind of just was trying to tell them, like, it's not hard. I'm pretty sure you can do it. You get tomatoes, you put them in a pot. If you want to add other flavorings, you can, but it's not mandatory. Italians will disagree, but like, you don't need A, B, and C. You just need the bare essentials, salt and pepper. That's it. Oregano, basil will make it a lot better, obviously. A little bit of garlic and onion. But you don't need all of that usually. Usually. And that being said, though, I will take one of these yellow tomatoes, and I'm gonna use it to make a panzanella salad. It's kind of weird that it is called a panzanella salad, like the word salad's in the name, because with this, if anyone that doesn't know, a panzanella salad is essentially a bread salad. You basically get like, you get some sourdough, specifically, some tomatoes, cucumbers, and all that sort of stuff. You toss it together, and then you kind of give it some cheese, some mozzarella, this and that, and that's a salad. And it is actually categorized as a actual salad, which is still kind of wild in my head, because the only things that really make it a salad is like adding in the tomato, and you also add in some cucumber as well. It doesn't really even have a dressing. The only thing that's remotely close to having a semblance of a dressing is when you add what is it? When you add balsamic vinegar, but you just use that as a drizzle. You don't really use that as a dressing at all. Anyways, that small dice there I'm gonna use for my own thing. I gotta get a container for it though. Alright, some red and yellows. Or oranges if you really want to be pedantic about it. I don't think I actually have enough white onion, so that's going to be quite a shame. I'm going to use my white onion to get stuff for myself to cook for tonight. Tonight I'm going to have like what is it? I want to have a chicken marsala, because I have a chicken breast that I really need to eat. So it just makes sense for me to eat it tonight. But I have mushrooms, I have onion, but I only have a singular onion for it. No, wait, I lied. I have another onion, but I think I'm gonna use this red onion, because it's probably... No, it's fine! Alright, sweet. I'm gonna use my white onion then. So, I'm pretty sure I've talked extensively about how to professionally cut onions and this and that and that and this. If there's something I do gotta make sure I do, I gotta make sure I save the scraps, because there's something I nearly forgot I was gonna do today. And that was to break down a whole chicken. I have to do some meal prep for myself in the sense of like, yeah, I got some other food I need to cook. So there's that I gotta worry about. I'm probably gonna use this big pot for that then. I'll probably use my smaller pot to actually... What is it? I'll use my smaller pot to make a... What is it? The sauce. Because the tomatoes cook down. They just have a lot of volume right now, but as they cook down, they'll have less volume and yada yada. So there. Alright, so I'm gonna start it off with just a touch of olive oil. And I'm just gonna go. I'm just gonna just go for it. Because I don't really feel like waiting. I'm not a person that likes to wait. And plus, I'm kind of fast enough to kind of like go like, yeah, okay, I'm gonna need to do this in this amount of time, so I can kind of like take my time here. Now, I don't really need to cut onions this thin, but I like to cut them really thin because they cook faster when you cook them this thin. And they actually kind of look nice like that. So I'm gonna cook those, throw that in the pot here. And this is where I'm gonna add just a touch of salt. It's always kind of good, depending on what you're making, of course, but it's good to add a little bit of salt in the beginning of stuff like this. Because when you add salt to things, it brings out the liquid, and that helps caramelize and cooks it faster, yada yada. I don't think you need a whole class on that. Unless you would. I don't know. Is that an interesting thing that you would probably like to see? Would you guys like to actually see that? Like a step-by-step guide, if you will, of like how to actually cook, and I can go through like all the things that that can help you cook better. Because there's a lot of simple things that you can look up to make your cooking better. It's not that hard. Oh, I'm gonna throw in some oregano right now, though. Dry spices are one of those things that you want to add early in the game, just so they can reconstitute, and their intensity of flavor can really show their might, if you will. Need some garlic, though. Of course, of course. Cooking a tomato sauce without garlic is like cooking a tomato sauce without onion. Sad. Yes, give us something to cook side by side with. Well, I'm not sure how you would want to do that, cooking side by side. Like, do you want to, like, everyone kind of does have their own groceries and stuff like that at their hand and disposal, so like it's really hard to delegate, like, hey, let's do this or something like that. I don't know. I kind of don't want to make it a bothersome thing either. Like, I don't want to make you make a beef Wellington, you know? But if at the very least, if you have tomatoes and you want to make a tomato sauce, I'm going to show you how to make a good marinara. A fresh marinara at that. I will say, though, making a good fresh marinara is actually quite time consuming, because when you cook fresh tomatoes, they take a really, really, really long time to actually caramelize, reduce down, get good flavor, yada yada. So it does take quite a bit of time. Alright, I'm gonna give this just a few twists of black pepper. And of course, I'm gonna just do a little like mince, a slice of garlic. I don't really need to go crazy with the mincing here. You know, I'm not sure how I can actually show this off, but like I'm like looking around right now. I'm not really actually looking at my knife as we speak. Does that scare people? Because I know that's actually a very common skill within the kitchen when you work professionally and quickly. Like, you don't really, once you get really good at cutting, you don't really actually need to watch. You don't really need to watch it at all. Like right now, I could just kind of look up, not worry about it. Though mincing is not something you really worry about, because you don't really cut yourself when you mince, and if you do, dignified skill issue. And also, you're probably cutting wrong. There you go. Alright, I'm gonna add just a touch more olive oil. lower the heat, and let it rock. Want to make sure it's nice and caramelized and cooked all the way. I also want to make sure there's enough fat in there to actually make sure it doesn't burn, but cook quickly. Gonna add a touch of water to help cook it a little bit quicker. Just a touch of water. A touch of salt. And that should be that. Now I'm just gonna add the tomatoes. There's no really need to wait too much about this stuff. Especially tomatoes. Get all in there. I'm actually gonna save a few to throw them in here because I'm making chicken stock with it all, so there we go. And now I essentially am just gonna let that do its thing. I'm actually gonna put a lid on top, and that will help kind of steam the tomatoes, and that will cook the tomatoes a little more quickly. So I'll put a thing on top, we'll let them steam out, and that'll be that. I just gotta stir it every once in a while though, make sure it doesn't who's a what's it's doesn't burn. Nothing more sad than a burnt marinara. Alright. So panzanella salad. I wanna make myself a meal now. I wanna make myself a little snack. Panzanella salad is very simple. You get a cucumber. I got my diced, roughly chopped tomato already. I got some mozzarella cheese. And nothing really graceful about it, you know? Oh shoot, I almost cut myself. That's crazy. So I'm gonna try and cut them into quarters, just so it's kind of not parallel, but consistent with the tomatoes. Do that, cut it together like this, and then boop, 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 boop. Simple little things like that. And then kind of put that together. I got my bread. Where's my sourdough? The fresh baked sourdough I made last night. I'm not using this knife. I'm not a heathen. I'm gonna use the right knife. Yes, you can cut bread with a chef knife. But if you do that, you actually do kind of dull it out a bit. So it's best to use a serrated knife or a bread knife because that's what it's designed to do, you know? It's designed purpose, even. It's what it was made to do. Alright. And with it, you kind of just dice the bread. You just kind of cut it into like a rough dice if you want. And you could say this is healthy, technically. It's a salad. Hey, are you a Weight Watcher? Do you miss bread? Do you want to have a salad? Cut off some sourdough and then get some tomatoes and stuff, and you got yourself a nice salad right there. Alright. Get in the bowl from before. Cucumbers, tomatoes, bread. Yes, you put bread in it still. It's still weird. I'm actually gonna cut another slice here. I like to think a panzanella salad is kind of like a deconstructed sandwich. Like someone got really lazy. Like they really wanted to make a really good sandwich, like one of their favorite kinds of sandwiches. But simply said, they just didn't feel like making a sandwich, so they just kind of cut it all together and then just threw it into a pot and threw it in a bowl and just ate it like that. And it's like, you know what? Panzanella, this is now a salad. Panzanella salad. Creation made. Now, usually you would actually, what is it? Usually I think you would toast the sourdough or make it into croutons and whatnot because you're gonna use like older bread. But I feel like, I don't really feel like it, especially since it's fresh bread. Alright. So now, just giving it a toss of olive oil. With like most salads, you want to just give it a bit of salt and a touch of pepper. Just one crack. Toss, toss, toss. Toss, toss. And it's a very simple plate because then you just kind of get it into the bowl, onto a plate like this. Little thing like this. I'll save the rest of this later. I'll eat it or something. Alright. Now it needs just a few more things. One of those things being the mozzarella. And it's already pre-sliced, so I don't really need to worry too much about it. But, you know, just like little slices, gonna tear it up a bit, making sure it has a bit of nice look, visuals, if you will. Make it look nice. Which I'm not very good at. I'm not very good at making food look nice. Can make it taste good. Not so much look nice, though. I'll save that mozzarella when I want to make another panzanella. Okay. Needs a few more things. It needs... I need to go outside. I need to actually go grab some basil for this and the tomato sauce. So I'm gonna take my headset off and go grab some basil. welcome back. And look at all the basil I got. Yeah, it's gonna be using. I'm gonna use the majority of this for the sauce, but yeah, it's a good harvest. Got myself a good harvest basil here. Look at it all. I grew all this, by the way. I'm very proud of it. Look at this. I grew all this basil. Isn't it nice? Just gotta wash it off real quick, but yeah, I grew this basil. Eeh. Weight Watchers are terrified of Bred. Yeah, it's kind of silly to be scared of such a simple thing. If anything, you would probably want to make sure that you're making bread if you're a Weight Watcher. Because if you make bread, you have more control over it, you know what you're putting into it, and usually you can put in good stuff. And if you also ferment your bread, it makes it healthier to eat because it breaks down the gluten, the carbs, makes it more digestible for your body. Alright, I'm gonna just really quickly dry off this basil here. Okay. And I'm gonna do a very simple chiffonade. Yeah, you know, there's the way of like wrapping it up into like a little thing like this and doing it like that. But I don't know, when you're only doing like 1 or 2 leaves, I only just do one fold like this, and then just kind of just do it like that. Yeah, rolling it up does work, but when you're doing 2 big leaves like this, it's not really necessary. Now, when you're doing like 10 leaves that are this big, then I can see the benefit of it. But for my case, I'm not going to really need to do it like that, so, you know. There you go. Some nice chiffonade basil. I could actually make a pesto with how much basil I got. It's kind of nice. Too bad I don't need it though. Too bad I don't want to make it though. Alright, so anyways, this basil can kind of just go on top here like this. Just throwing a stray. Nothing special. And then finally finished with some nice balsamic. There you go. Panzanella salad. Wow, 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 wow. I'm gonna take a picture of it. Okay, well, this is gonna be my lunch now. What a weird... Okay, so now the funny thing about... So here's my funny thing about something like this. This really does bring the question of, what is this? Is this a salad, or is it a sandwich? Or is it... What's the other thing that usually people say? It's like a salad, a sandwich, or a soup. It's definitely not a soup. There's no broth. There's actually really no liquid to it either. So, what would you categorize this as? Because, like, I can see the argument if someone wants to say, like, oh, it's a salad. Or, oh, it's a sandwich because, you know, the bread. But, I don't know. What would you categorize this as, chat? Good soup. Well, let me tell you, it is a good soup. It's bread with mozzarella cheese, cucumber, and tomatoes. It's very straightforward. Hi, Daishima. Nice to see you around. Hello, hello. Sorry, I'm having an intermission right now. It's lunchtime. Bread soup. It's funny though, because this is technically like a more not fine dining, but upscaled kind of thing. And it's really silly in that idea, because it's just stuff thrown together. And like, you know, you could say that's essentially a lot of things, but this is literally just stuff thrown together. It's stuff thrown together, but the argument is that it's literally just thrown together. Like, I guess you could also say, like, this is kind of more of a salad, though. The olive oil that you toss in together with it, and then you finish it with the balsamic drizzle, kind of makes it more of a, like, a very low-key balsamic dressing, so... You know what that thing is missing? A scoop from a can of nacho cheese. That is foul. I hate that. Nacho cheese? Ugh, jeez. Canned nacho cheese, absolutely foul. I'm trying to think of what to do next now. I think I'm gonna start doing some cutting of some stuff. I think I'm gonna cut my onion, my mushroom, the broccoli, and then I'll break down the chicken. I want to do the chicken last because, you know, it's raw chicken. I don't want to make sure I get myself sick here. I also have a very all or nothing mentality. To where if I want to get myself sick, I'm gonna kill myself with the sickness. I'm not actually gonna try and make myself die a slow death now. I want to be quick. So I would go try and go find some fugu and try to eat that. Yeah, now this is kind of the point to where this is now more of a salad, because like, now like the lettuce is gone, that being the bread, because the bread is kind of the stand-in for the lettuce, I guess. And you're just kind of like scraping at the plate, trying to just shovel it all in. It is fun, this salad. It's simple. If anything, you could always use less bread, which makes it healthier, or use a gluten-free bread. Because in reality, this is a kind of a healthy salad if you just cut down a little on the bread. Unless you don't like croutons in your salad, then sounds like a you problem. Alright. Well, break time's over now. Okie doke. Time to get back to it. Actually, wait. I want to drink some. I want to drink something real quick. Alright. I'm just gonna have that there. To the side as we keep going on with now. Alright. So. Let me check on the tomato sauce right now. Oh, perfect. So yeah, you know, fresh tomatoes, they have a lot of liquid to them. And, I'm having it on another burner right now, but it's pretty much all liquid at this point. So now I can take the lid off, kind of waltz around with it off, and, now we just let that simmer out. The thing about using fresh tomatoes, which is kind of an annoying thing, but not really, you gotta let it simmer out for a lot longer in comparison to using what is it? In comparison of what is it? Using like a canned tomato. And honestly, I'm not sure about anyone else, but I'm not really opposed to using canned tomato. Canned tomato is not really a bad thing. I actually do find it being a lot more convenient. The flavor is the same, if not better. So. There's very few things in this world that I agree that the canned variation is better. But canned tomato is definitely one of those things where it's like, it's not, you can't really tell if it is better, but it's definitely not worst. Like, it's kind of its own category, even. Alright, let me just do a nice dice here. Or at least try to do a nice dice. I like doing like a nice, almost like small dice, if you will. Not a brunoise, which is a really, really small fine dice. But I like a nice small dice. I do actually tend to when I'm at home, cut my stuff into a nice fine, as I've already mentioned, brunoise, because I think it looks better and also cooks quicker. So cooking stuff at like a very small bite-sized brunoise is very beneficial at home. That is also kind of like good practice of nice skills. Doing a brunoise is very, very difficult just due to how fine you have to make it. Alright, there we go. Then I'll throw that other onion into my stock I will make. Okay, there we go. Me and my mediocre knife skills. Just gonna throw a bit of the onion into here. And I will use that for my... what is it? Yeah, my marsala. I don't need all of it, because the other half I'm actually going to save and utilize it to make some bolognese. Because I'm going to utilize that tomato sauce, yes. But I'm only going to use some of it for tomato sauce, and then I'm going to use the rest of it to actually make bolognese with. Freeze it, and then I have like a good, easy sauce that's really delicious to work with later, if need be. Okay. Okay. Okay, diced onion, and of course, if I'm going to make a marsala, it needs garlic, no? Everything's better with garlic. And it's kind of a lot if you really do look at it now. Like, two whole cloves of garlic that are this big, like, they're as big as my thumb, which I have small hands, relatively speaking. But they're still pretty big in the grand scheme of it all. My hands might be small, but listen. There's nothing to listen to. I can't think of anything smart. Weh. Weh. I don't know. I don't really know how to explain how small my hands are because that's apparently a little bit of a little bit of but a little bit of a talk at my job. To everyone will usually look at me and say, "Wow, Salty, why are you so small?" And it's like, I don't know why. I don't know why I'm so small. Why you gotta go at me like that? And you know, they're joking around, all that such, but dang, it's like, I don't know what to say. I can't say anything smart. What do I say? Like, oh, your head's in the clouds, blah 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 blah. How's it feel to be so tall that it takes so long for blood to get to your freaking brain or something? I don't know. I don't have anything smart to say back. I'm not quick. Which is kind of funny, because my parents very much tell me I'm quick-witted. But I think it's more or less because I'm quick-witted with people I'm comfortable with. And if there's something that I'm very much not quick-witted with, or very comfortable with, is my job. Love the job, not so much the people. The people could definitely be a little bit more pleasant. But they're also, like, from a different era, so, like, I kind of understand. It's not the way they were taught, blah 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 blah. Taught a lot more differently than how I was, to say the very least. So, I get it. But still, if that's the least of my worries of like, oh yeah, the people are horrendous to work with, I think I'm in a pretty good place, all things considered. And they're not like really horrendous, they're not gonna get physical. -1. But it's alright. I know it could just be a lot worse. Especially around here. My god. It'd be definitely a lot worse. Oh, small little fun fact if you don't know. Just cause it just brought up to my head. Got in my headspace. If you ever decide to cook. If you ever clean your knife after you cut garlic, make sure you use cold water. Hot water will actually activate some of the sugars in the garlic, which will make your knife sticky, and then you end up spending more time cleaning it. So if you want to save time, a small thing to tell you: make sure you clean your knives with cold water when you cut garlic. All right. Well, I'm gonna now start fabricating this broccoli. I got an entire head of it, so might as well cut it up a bit. And then I can actually use the green parts and throw that into my stock. You can another good way to utilize the green stuff, like this chunk right here, is that if you cut them into like little spears, you can actually pickle them, and they actually make into like a quite nice pickle. Gotta head out. I hope you have a great day, Salty. Well, hey, thanks for tuning in. I appreciate your time. I hope you have a good time with whatever you gotta do next. Matane, bye-bye. Alright, I gotta get another container. This is definitely a lot of broccoli. But hey, that's a good thing. Broccoli is such a great vegetable. Oh wow, I'm almost out of containers? Jeez. That's a first. Okay. Got some broccoli cut. Now I can cook that whenever I want to. And they're also portions now, so like, oh, I want to have broccoli for one meal. The quart is good for one meal, so yeah. But now I'm gonna just cut this stuff a bit more. Cut this up a bit, and I'm just gonna throw this right into my stock pot. I don't think I need anything else. Oh yeah, the mushrooms. Almost forgot. Almost forgot. Oh, a small little tip. If you ever want to get better at night skills and stuff, make sure that you cut a lot of mushrooms. If you like mushrooms. If you don't like mushrooms, I guess? I don't know. Mushrooms are like an excellent way to always try and test out your knife skills. They're easy to cut, they're simple to do, and you can always you can always try and reutilize them into like a risotto or like mushroom marsala, which is why I really like mushroom marsala a lot when I started cooking, because I would cut a lot of mushrooms, which helped me with knife skills. Gotta clean these mushrooms though; they're a little dirty, a little muddy. Okay. I'm picking out the stems as I'm here in the sink. This makes it easier if I just do it here. Go. Right. And one more, I think. There you go. Into the stock they go. I wish I actually had a way to show this off, because I'm actually gonna try to... I wish I had a more effective way to show this off, but I'm gonna actually try and cut all these mushrooms with my eyes closed, because mushroom cutting is so simple for me at this point, and I feel like 100% feel like flexing. If I cut myself on stream, I will gift 3 subs on Twitch, and I don't know, I'll do some sort of Batsu or something, I don't know. We'll figure it out, but I'm gonna cut these mushrooms without looking, and you can trust me, because the tracking can catch my eyes, right? I hope it did. Alright, here we go. Here we go. Yeah, I could have gotten a sharper knife, though. Alright, that should be all the mushrooms. Yep. Alright. Hey, that was pretty good. So yeah, I'm good at cutting. And cutting mushrooms really can help you out. They're easy to cut through, so you don't really have to worry about getting the sharpest knife. They're fairly stable if you take the stem out, so they're not gonna like move all around. And relatively speaking, they're cheap? Question mark? Like for a package of mushrooms, you can probably get it for like $5, which is quite pricey. But like it could be 5, 3, whatnot, you know, stuff like that. But it is a very excellent, easy way to try and learn knife skills, and then you can use your mushrooms to make whatever you want. Tonight, I'm gonna be making mushroom marsala, so I'm gonna be saving this and use that tonight. Alright, last food prep for today. I just gotta find space in my refrigerator now. It's packed. Alright. Oy. I think that's Caesar? Caesar dressing? I'll make myself a salad later. Okay. Last thing to do. The last thing to do is to break down this whole chicken here. Okay. And I always like breaking down chicken. I'm not sure if it's a scary thing to watch, or like people don't like watching it, or I know very much definitely people don't like doing it. Talk about people at my job, for instance, they really don't like doing it. Let alone do they like doing it with bare hands, which I'm crazy enough to do it, I guess. I don't know. I'm also at home, so I don't really care that much. But not many people like breaking down a chicken. But when you look at, what is it? When you look at how, the price of getting chicken separately, and then the prices of getting a whole chicken, and then seeing what you can get the value from that, this thing was $8.58. $8.58. You could usually I would have to probably spend like $12 to get a chicken breast, you know? $12 for a chicken for like 2 chicken breasts. Well, these might not be as big, granted, but the value is very much more here, because I'm not just getting chicken breast, I'm also getting the thighs, and I'm also getting the bones, so I can use it and save the bones to make chicken stock. I also can make wings, tenderloins, so much more. I'm also trying to make sure I get the rest of the juice in here. The rest of the juice I use to throw it in the stock. Just adds a bit of flavor. Oh, it has the gizzards too. Nice. I hope there's no chicken VTubers watching this. Alright, gizzards, throw those in. Alright. Now I'm gonna get a little. I'm gonna get a. Actually, I don't need a sheet pan. I'll just get some tin foil. Gonna make a little clean area to place all my fabricated pieces of meat on some very scary tin foil. Ah, so scary. You're gonna see what I look like. Oh no. I don't know. I actually don't know if you could even see me. Whoa. Anyways. I've done this several times. Doing this is always grand and fun to do. It just does help if I have a bigger board, but usually when I try and cut down and break down a chicken, I go for this point right here. I try and find the breastbone, and I just make my first cut there. Try to get as close to that breastbone I can. And then once I see it, I'm going to slide my knife against it and try and break the breast off. Alright. And once you get the one side here, you can kind of pretty much get the other side. Just gotta shimmy your knife on the side here. Damn, I should eat lunch before this stream makes me starve. There's not much cooking really happening right now. So you should be fine. And plus, if anything, you'd probably be a little scared right now. I don't know. Usually that's kind of the normal response to what I'm doing right now. Because right now I'm butchering a chicken. Trying to run my knife across the rib cage here. Trying to make sure I minimize the amount of meat I get off. Maximize the meat I get off, not minimize. Alright. So now that I pretty much got the breast off the bones, the fun thing is, if you cut this bit out here, and then you have this whole bird open like that, that's spatchcocking. spatchcocking is when you have your whole bird open like this with the breastbone taken out. And that is an easier way to do a whole roast. But I don't want to do a spatchcock. I am trying to just break this apart from everything else. So right now I'm trying to find the extra area to where the trying to find where the bone is, the small wing. So I found it. It's like right here. So I'm gonna put my knife around there and just shimmy it around. Actually, wait, I could probably just go like this. Yeah, you can kind of put your knife here and then scoop it around. There we go. Scoop it around. Free that up. And finish that. Freedom. Kind of. Freedom! There we go. So I'm also gonna make sure, because I forgot to do this on the one chicken, but it's fine. I'm gonna make sure I cut off the skin from here in the breast, so it makes it easier to take this off when it's time. So I cut that off. And I'm just gonna now do the same thing, but scoop under the wing here. Find that little bone that's connecting everything. And just kind of shimmy my knife through. There we go. Much easier. And now what I'm left with is the legs. So, just gonna now grab the legs and push out. Break them out of their sockets. There we go. So now it's gonna be easier to take the bones out. Okay. Yeah, this definitely would help if I had a bigger board. Something to invest in, maybe. Alright. So now, I'm just gonna ride my knife against the bone here, the backbone. And eventually, I'll make a way to this bone here, and I can just kind of go under here, shimmy it out, and now I just want to pull. Bit barbaric, but it gets out a very important part, not important part, but like a very sought after part when it comes to breaking down a chicken. In a chicken, there's something called the oyster, and it's a good testimony of skill if you can actually get it out without cutting into it too much. But I find the best way to do it is actually using brute force. So you want to just kind of pull it out. And like with, okay, this one I did a bad job, that's just me. But sometimes it comes out clean, just like that. It's just that ever so happens that I just decided to suck this time. Ugh. Sorry, I'm just trying to break this bones up so it's easier to get into the pot. There we go. And now I can just kind of clean this up. Yeah, I'm just gonna clean up this little bit of fat. I can kind of use my fingers here. I'm not really scared of getting my hands dirty here. So there's that. There's a lot of skin here. I don't really want this much skin, but I want to put it in my stock. It's good collagen. So I'm just gonna trim the skin a bit. There we go. Got one nice quarter right there. Gonna do the same thing for this one. Clean it up a bit. Take some of the fat off. Just throw it into the pot. I think we are safe. Doubt the chicken. There's any chickens in chat. That's good then. Alright. And now let's get to the chicken breasts. Because there's many ways to fabricate this. So I'll show the two ways you can do it. So you can obviously take the wing off, and that's the easiest thing to do. You just kind of run the knife. Run the knife through the bone. Well, across the bone, and then just kind of trim it off. There you go. You got the wing. And you still have the chicken breast with the skin on. And with the tenderloin, you can kind of just pull it off. And there you go. You got a chicken breast with the beautiful skin on, too. So you got that. The wing, well, you know, it's just a wing. Personally, when I do chicken wings, I like having the whole wing like this. I think it has better presentation. And also, I think it also tastes better like this. Just doing a whole wing, frying this up and like coating this in like some flour or corn. What I like to do, I like to do potato starch. But then I marinate it the day beforehand. And then I just kind of eat it like this. Not eat it like raw, but like fry it and then cook it. And it makes a very beautiful thing to eat. So I do that. But you can also do an airline. An airline breast is very, very like high quality. Like, oh, it's so fancy looking and all this and that. But an airline breast is essentially when you just when you take it onto a plane and give it and you set it on economy. No, you give it business class instead of economy. Ugh. Taking the tenderloin off. These are actually some pretty big chickens here. Wow. Alright, so you could do another thing, but I'm not going to do it because I want 2 wings. But you could actually cut this point off to get the T-bone, get the flat out, and then you'll have the bone, the drumstick here. So you could do that as well. But I want 2 breasts, and I want 2 wings. And there you have it. Just going to clean this one up a bit. Yeah, alright. And here we are. 1 chicken breast with skin on. 2 chicken breasts with skin on. Two wings. 2 quarters. And 2 tenderloins. And that's that. Fabricated chicken. Very easy to do for me. I know it does require a bit more technique. But once you get it down, it's actually not too hard. Alright, so now I'm going to actually vacuum seal this all. Yeah, I'm not going to use it all right away. What I usually like to do with my chicken, I'll get a fresh chicken, I'll break it down, and then I'll vacuum seal and freeze it all. That's how you save money, and also still have a lot of chicken, and usually this lasts me 2 weeks. Sometimes even longer. Okay. So I'm gonna need, I hope I have I think I have more, oh jeez. Out. I'll just seal this off first. Okay. Where? Oh, Oh, I got 2 more things of it. Okay, I'm fine. Yeah, I got plenty of this, so we'll have enough. Just gotta clean it all. That's really the most unfortunate thing, really, which isn't really that bad in the grand scheme of it all. Just gotta do that. Alright. Yeah, this part's always kind of a little bit tedious, but I don't know. I think there's kind of a nice relaxation for it all, too. Bagging up, vacuum sealing my own stuff. I don't know. It's not like it's a hard thing. That and I kind of like vacuum sealing stuff. I don't know. It's fun. So I like to keep the wings and the tenderloins together, so then I can have that as a fry kit, if you will. That's usually what I nickname it to. I nicknamed my little things. Like, oh yeah, this is gonna be my frying kit. This is gonna be my kit that I'll use for like a chicken breast and stuff. You know, stuff like that. Okay. Dry. This will hold a breast. Go. That tomato sauce is looking good too. I just kind of gave it a quick stir. Yeah, it's still got time. It's a lot more liquid than it was prior, so it's gonna very much need a lot of time to reduce. Usually when I make chicken, I'm not chicken. Usually when I make marinara or red tomato sauce or whatnot you want to call it, I usually let mine go for at least 2 hours. At least 2 hours. But with fresh tomato and stuff, I feel like this might take a little bit longer. Maybe, I feel like it might take, what is it? I feel like it's gonna probably take, let's see, maybe 4. Maybe double. There's a lot more water and stuff in a fresh tomato versus canned. So you have to cook that out, but also not cook it out enough to where you burn the entire thing, so you gotta take it nice and slow with it. It is what it is. Alright. Seal. Seal, seal, seal. It's kind of fun though when I do vacuum seal all this stuff. It kind of makes me feel like I'm like a small little store almost. Because, you know, this is pretty much what they do with like food and stuff at the grocery mart. At the grocery stores and such. Today is the 19th. Oh shoot, it's wet. It was wet. Two wings and 2 tenderloins. Throw that in. What's they say it again? I forgot already. 19th. 8/19. Chick's breast. Do. Throw that in. I want to get this all sealed off first before I actually start rocking and rolling with the washing my hands again. Right. Alright, as that's sealing, I'm gonna now actually start throwing everything in bags. I'm thinking though, I might want to actually not save, but cook one of these chicken thigh quarters, and I'll make them into like a chicken confit. You know what? There's duck confit, and you can do the same thing with chicken. And especially with the oil I have, I like to save my oil. And usually, the rule of thumb, you want to throw out your oil by the third time. So I'm thinking by the third time, I might want to actually like give it nice, like give it some herbs and whatnot. Maybe put some olive oil to give it a bit more richness and flavor. And then from there, I can probably just do a nice slow and low cook. Do a chicken confit. Chicken confit is a very delicious thing to have. It's so extremely rich. It's like, it's definitely something I think people should make at least once. It's a delicious thing. It makes you feel very fancy eating it too. And who doesn't like to feel fancy when they eat food? So I might have those thighs out at a later date. Maybe make chicken confit one day. Maybe I'll even do it on stream. Who knows? It's definitely a very timely process, to say at the very least. Because essentially when you make chicken confit, you're pretty much when you confit chicken, or like confit duck, when you confit just really anything, it's usually you're cooking it slow and low. It's like a very slow and low deep fry, essentially. So, you know, you gotta be careful. Alright. Just clean this top here. I don't want to make bread here and like get some chicken stuff on it, and then next thing you know, I get Actually, it's not very likely that you would get salmonella in that regard, because like the temperature that you bake bread at is such an extreme temperature that it would probably cook off all the salmonella. I'm not sure if that exactly sounds careless, but scientifically and like, I guess biologically speaking, because what is it? Cooking chicken at 165. The reason why we do that is because that is the best way to kill off any bits of salmonella. But actually, here's the weird thing that not many people look at when it comes to the fine print. It takes 165 to kill it within a specific time. But you could theoretically cook off the salmonella at a much lower temperature. I forgot to vacuum seal it. Whoops. So, anyways, you theoretically could eat a medium rare chicken, because you could like sous vide a chicken for an extended period of time. And then, you know, when you cook it to an extended period of time like that, you'll kill off the salmonella. It would look very strange, granted. Some people would probably still not eat it, despite it being cooked off to where there's no more possibility of salmonella. So it is possible, but it probably would still be very, very strange. Because, you know, everyone in their entire life is told to always cook chicken until it's cooked all the way through. But you don't have to. But that's also, if you do it the latter, if you go the long way, it takes, well, a longer time to do it. So, you know, it's not exactly very worth it. So, that, and I don't imagine eating a medium rare chicken is going to be any better than eating a well done, perfectly cooked chicken. I think I'll take your word for it. Don't think I'm a try rare chicken anytime soon, though. I do not blame you. Just because it's possible doesn't mean you should. It's kind of my same mentality when it comes to like fugu. You know, it's a really cool, amazing craft that people are able to make such a delicate, delicious thing and make a very unedible thing edible. But like, why? Okay, and there we go. Chicken is all done. Now there is actually one more thing I gotta vacuum seal, which is kind of funny to say out loud. But these egg yolks I gotta actually vacuum seal, just because you can freeze egg yolks. I want them to be portioned out. So if I need to use it for one recipe, I can just pull it out knowing that it's 100 or whatnot, you know? So it's for efficiency and also preservation. Okay. Okie doke. Okay. And the chicken stock goes on. And of course, there's a few more things I want to put into it. I want to put in leave some dried bits of thyme. Dried thyme. A few peppercorns. And a bay leaf. A few bay leaves. Boop. There we go. And there we go. Chicken stock. Being made as we speak. Where did I put my scale? Oh, where did I put my skit? I'm so stupid. One day I'll be smarter, chat. One day. Alright. It's kind of funny because these egg yolks kind of like low-key froze into my refrigerator just because it gets really cold in specific spots. So it's kind of funny just seeing them kind of partially frozen like this. But it definitely works. Alright, 200 grams right here. How often do you see or hear someone actually wanting to vacuum seal egg yolks? I understand it's very strange, but hey, for someone that wants to bake at a budget and egg yolks are very expensive, this is a great thing. I'll probably make a brioche or something though, sometime this week. So all this egg I'm gonna kind of keep. I'm not exactly sure how much yolk is in here. If there's at least 100, I'll be good. Prepare that. 100, perfect. I'll make a half recipe of brioche in the future. Alright, 200G yolks. Today's the 18th. No, 19th, sorry. There we go. And that's that. Everything has been packaged away, froze away. Stuff that is on my stuff that's supposed to take a long time to cook is on the stovetop as we speak. So for that being said, all our prep is done. No more prep. Actually, I lied. There is a oh shoot. So yeah, I did lie because there's a few more things, and it seems like we should do them right now. As you can see, the pizza doughs are already blowing up. Also, this is just a fun thing. Just a fun little experiment and thing to acknowledge. These are both basically the same thing. One has no sugar, one has sugar. As you can see, the one with no sugar added blew up a lot quicker than the one with sugar. Isn't that kind of interesting? Ooh. Alright. Okay, I guess I'm just gonna have to really quickly do some folds here. Alright. Punch it down a bit, give it a bit of folding in. Get a bit of foldage here. And I'm just gonna throw it there. Actually, here, wait. Let me just give it a bit more foldage, and then let's slip right in. And that should be that. Gonna actually throw that in the refrigerator now. Mario, or the New York style pizza dough. Just gonna give it a quick punch as well. Gonna punch Mario right in the face right now. Which that upon itself is actually a lie. I'm just gonna fold him upon itself. There's some folds. Alright. Just gonna make sure it gets more ovular. So it's right in just like that. And cap it and send it away. Alright. Into the refrigerator to go. Yup. There's a few more things we have. Such as the bagels. I think this is the bagels. Yeah, these are the bagels. But the bagels are a lot easier to deal with. Just because I know what to do with them. Well, not that. It's just that it's a lot simpler to do with them. Since it didn't really blow up or anything like that. I would like to even think that I could fit this in a quart container. But... Actually, let me see. Will it fit? It would barely fit, but it would blow up. So... Into the container this goes, and just like the other 2 pizza doughs, into the refrigerator goes for bulk fermentation. Ah, jeez. Thing's full. Got my, not cow fat, but it's the, well, it is cow fat, but not cow. Jeez, I don't know where to put this stuff. Sideways. Sideways. Chicken there. There we go. I'll probably have to take a little look-see later. Okay. And last few things. This is the Biga. I'm gonna give it a bit rough love, punch it down a bit, shake it up a bit, break it down its spirits. And the milk bread. Still looks the same. So, taking a very slow time to actually rise. Definitely feels light though. Ooh, feels good. Alright. There's one thing to do with it, and I'm gonna just divide the dough now. So, I'm pretty sure that this dough is probably around 1200. Oh, it's about 1,000, so it needs to be 500 to 500. $563, and this is 400. That's perfect. So now I'm actually going to divide the other dough I have. I'm going to divide this by hundreds now. $124 to $153. Alright, here, let me try and make that a bit better. 100 each. This one. $110. $121. And there we go. Okay, with these 4 right here, I'm gonna make them into hot dog rolls. Oh yeah, by the way, if you don't know what this is all gonna be turned into, if you haven't guessed at this point, hot dog rolls, bolognese, which is kind of like a low-key chili if you really think about it. I'm making chili dogs! I'm gonna make chili dogs in the future, so yeah. More bread math. No, 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 it's not bread math, it's not bread math. Don't worry, don't worry. Shh, 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 shh. The numbers are gone, don't worry, don't worry, the numbers are gone, don't be scared. There's no more numbers, don't worry, don't worry, shh, 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 shh. Okay. I don't actually know how to shape hot dog rolls, to be honest with you. But I'm gonna take my best guess here. kind of have to fold it in upon itself. I do need flour by the feels of it. Oh. You, come on. There we go. Touch of flour. Not too much. Just enough to work with it. There we go. Gonna stretch it out a bit. And try and make a reasonable looking hot dog shape. Which I really think about it is just me kind of rolling out just little things like this. Something crazy with it. I'm actually need to use a lot more than I thought I would. Flour at least. Okay, it's one. It's kind of funny because the way I'm shaping this is almost as if I was making a very small, tiny baguette, which is fun. Here, wait, let me get my conveniently sized oh, where is it? Oh, there it is. Roller. Help try and make it more rectangular than me trying to stretch it out. Snow focaccia. I don't really need to be that hard on myself here. Alright. Do. Okay. One last roll here, and that should be it. I'm gonna probably reshape some of them. Some of them could look a little bit better. Trying to do hot dog rolls for the first time, and not looking up any tutorials. Sounds like something I would do. I'm stubborn. I like brute forcing stuff like this, so it is what it is. There we go. Some very low-key, but hopefully they'll be good, hot dog rolls. I'm gonna just lightly cover it in its own parchment and put a towel over top. I'll let these rest over here. Okay, but now the other bread. I wanted to do those first because I know it'd be a lot easier to work with it. It's smaller, so it's easier to work with. But this stuff is gonna be a little, relatively speaking, larger, but not by that much. Just gonna give it a light flowering, and I'm just gonna like press it out. Because I'm going to make a small Pullman loaf of it. It is kind of fun having this small one here. Because I'm used to using that big one, and sometimes you just don't want a whole big thing of milk bread, or like brioche for instance. So getting the small little guy works perfectly fine. Alright, tuck those in, roll it upon itself a few times. Let that rest for a moment as I now grease this. Grease it with a bit of oil and then throw it in. There we go. Cap it and we'll send it off later. Okay, there we go. Now that is actually everything. There's not much we can do now. It's now that's that. No more. Bread baking, bread prepping, everything prepping really. All of it's done. There's nothing left for us to do other than just to kind of wait for a few small things. Here, I'm gonna actually move the tomato sauce on a different thing. Yeah, as you can see, it's just pretty much just water at this point. Yeah, I gotta let that cook down by a lot. It is just kind of water. So letting that reduce is gonna be the best course of action. Go. There we are. And yeah, that's that. Actually, I gotta check on my phone real quick, so I'm gonna move from point A to point B. My phone did say it was about to die, so I'm just gonna move from point A to point B. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna plug my phone in now. Ooh boy, 5%. Okay. Okay, good, we're back. Okay, and now that my phone's plugged in too, we'll hopefully be good. Alright. Oh, wait, there's one small thing I gotta do, actually. One small thing. I gotta feed Wheatley. I lied, I'm sorry. Well, actually, I didn't lie. I forgot. Right. There we go. Pour them out. And time to feed. Hup. What's that? 80. Okay, and now that should be it. There should be no more bread. No more bread, no more nothing. That's that. That is the last thing. Wheatley the fish or the sour starter? The sour starter. Wheatley is my sour starter. Jeffrey is the fish. So I do need to feed Jeffrey. I'm gonna feed him right now. Since I'm doing all the chores, the food chores and stuff, I'll do that real quick. Gotta just take my apron off. Okay, that's that. Let me just feed Jeff real quick. Yo, Jeff, how are you? I think I need to try and get some more, get him in a new fish tank, Jeffrey. Huh. How you doing, Jeff? Good? Yeah, he looks good. Good. I've had this goldfish for probably around 2 years at this point. My parents are still surprised at how long he's been alive for. Fish can last a long time. They're good. They're easy to take care of. You just gotta make sure that you just take care of them, really. That's it. Alright. Well, we're back at the main station, if you will. Well, it's almost 3. We're gonna start another stream probably around maybe 6. I'm not sure. I'm still not sure if I really want to do that stream. Doing 2 streams back to back is kind of weird. I don't know. Perhaps we'll do it. I'm not sure. I really do want to start doing some React stuff because I think it'd be kind of fun. Kitchen Nightmares is one of those things where it's like watching them is just kind of a whole train wreck of, oh geez, oh god, that's horrible, and this and that. Mostly on the restaurant side, because a lot of the stuff they do in Kitchen Nightmares and get away with for so long, it is kind of surprising of how long they get away with all this stuff. I think that's it though. I'm gonna probably just go make myself some food, get ready for that. Maybe just relax for a bit. But I think we are going to be ending stream for today. This stream at least. We'll start another stream later tonight, maybe at 6 o'clock. So yeah. Here, let's go to the just chatting screen. Actually, you know what? No, this is the just chatting screen. This is the end of stream now. Sorry, I need to drink some water. Alright. So, wait, hold on. I actually got a cough. React stuff is kind of killed by YouTube though, no? So Twitch only? Yeah, it'll probably be a Twitch only stream. So, yeah, it'll be a Twitch only stream when that time comes. Maybe I'll gather some people to react it with me. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, that's enough for today's stream for now, though. We're just gonna sit back and chat a bit. You know, we got time. I'll probably end off at like 3 o'clock. So we got time. Meanwhile, I'm going to actually look for some people to raid. So, do you guys like Kitchen Nightmares? Have you guys actually sat down and watched a thing of Kitchen Nightmares at all? For me, I kind of got a better understanding of it with Kitchen Nightmares. Especially now that I actually work within the industry itself. And there's a lot of stuff that's like very, very straightforward, standard stuff, and then you realize some people do some really wacky, crazy, stupid stuff. some of the stuff is like, how do they get away with it, and how have they not been shut down even prior to being on Gordon Ramsay and such? I mean, on the Kitchen Nightmares, because a lot of the stuff that does happen there is like, wow, you should have either fired this person, you should have gone to jail, or there's like so many things that's like you should be dead with how you should be dead in debt with how much bad is going on right now. Hmm. I binged a bunch of Gordon Ramsay shows a couple years ago. I binged a bunch of his stuff too. I watched Hotel Hell and Kitchen Nightmares. Oh, I don't know how, but I think Hotel Hell is actually worse than Kitchen Nightmares. Not worse in the like, oh, it sucks, but like worse in the amount of bad stuff that they can get away with. They being the what is it? They being the restaurant owners, or in this case, hotel owners. It is absolutely wild of what they can get away with. I don't understand how they are able to get away with so much stuff. And then the weirdly wild and crazy accusations that are made too, like, oh yeah, hey, Gordon Ramsay planted a rat over there. It's like, what? Why? For the TV show? What TV show? Like, yeah, you get the idea. It's supposed to be a reality TV show and this and that and that and this. But at the same time, it's like, this person's trying to... You are actually in trouble, sir or ma'am. Like, hey, it might be a show and this and that, but like, you're still in a financial... You're in a financial deficit. And this guy is trying to help you out. I don't know, I would feel like at that point, if he is trying to help you out, you would actually want to listen and see what they say, you know? So I'm not gonna lie, half the people that actually do run restaurants in that show shouldn't even be running restaurants to begin with. Even after the fact. No. Well. Now I gotta try and figure out though, what episode should we actually watch on Kitchen Nightmares, or should we watch Hotel Hell? Because I do like Hotel Hell more. So I like that one prison show of his. Oh, I've heard of that. I've heard about the prison show he did. I have never really watched it. I've only seen a few clips here and there, but I hear they're actually kind of wholesome in a weird way. Like, I hear they're actually pretty good. Okay, let's see here. Well, I think I'm kind of getting... Yeah, the inmates were chill on camera, at least. On camera. Alright, well, it is 2:52, and I think I'm running a little low on gas here. I'm gonna end stream for now. So, yeah, let's see if we can go raid someone. I have a few choices of who... well, really, one choice, I think. So let's go Bark and pester Chris. I'm still waiting for that one time. I'm waiting. I really want to raid on YouTube. I think that's just gonna be so cool. When we can raid on YouTube, oh, that's gonna be so awesome. But you know what? We can still raid on Twitch, so I'll take that. Okay, so we're gonna go raid Crestwolf. She is playing some Minecraft right now, so that's pretty cool. So, there we go. Here is a raid message. Here is another raid message. And that is it for today's stream. Is it an hour watch thing? The watch party we're gonna do is probably gonna be at 6 o'clock. I might actually make it a Discord thing, if anything. I think that might be easier. Don't know. We'll probably stream it. We'll see. But yeah, that's enough. That's enough. For now. We'll be back later to stream a bit more. But yeah, let's go say is it an hour watch thing? No, for the YouTube. Yeah. Yeah, I still have to get some hours for the I still gotta get watch hours for to rate on YouTube. So okay, yeah. Okay, anyways, that being said, that is enough for today's stream. I will see you around in like 3 or so hours. So when we will be on Twitch, we'll do a Twitch exclusive stream. And yeah, thank you all for tuning in today. I hope you have a good rest of your morning, afternoon, or evening. And I will see you in about 3 hours. Yes? Yes. Okay. Otsukichi, everyone. And I will see you in a bit. Ciao.